The Kurds and the borders of Iraq. 1. For a long time, I left writing and interfering in the politics of the kingdom. Due to the intensification of the tone of some extremists from my Arab brothers towards the elements, especially the Kurdish racist. When I was in Baghdad, my main concern was for the two parties to understand the harm of that and urged them to unite because of the mutual interests in it. Because Iraq is not the desert of the Arabs and it is not the Kurdish mountains. We see in Kaisanhak, which is located among the mountains, people who speak Arabic. And we also see in the Arab areas of Basra people who speak Kurdish. As for the Turks settled in some places of it, they are nothing in view of the overwhelming majority formed by the Arab and Kurdish elements, and they are not from the Shagate Turks or Kabi Khan, as the famous men of Ankara claim. Because if you mix with the largest of them, you will see him telling you, frankly, that he is of Kurdish origin or of Arab descent. And a large number of residents in the Kirkuk and Erbil castles can be excluded from this form, and you see a section, even if it speaks Turkish. But it claims sovereignty and counts its lineage until it reaches the commander of the faithful over him peace. And I do not know how the reckless Turks are not ashamed of their insistence on asking for the return of Mosul, clinging to borders that do not exist in the geography books. And despite the desires of the Kurdish people, because no one in this country responds to their call because of their knowledge of the injustice and abuse brought by those barbarians. Especially in these days, with what they inflicted on the inhabitants of all the borders of the types of torment, and it is not hidden from those who are familiar with history and geography. The correct Iraqi borders are: the northern line extends from Maskana to under Haran and Warana River parallel to the district of Raqqa and Ras Al Ain and passes over Mardin and the district of Uwaina and inclines a little from under Midyat. It descends from above Nusaybin and Jazira ibn Omar, wrapping around the mountains of Judi and Hakkari, and descending from under Naran, above Rawans. And that this line is mentioned in their old books, and when necessary, I can mention the name of the book, the number of the newspaper and the line. It suffices as evidence for what I say to the governors of Baghdad. As their rule extended from Maskana to beyond the mountains of Kurdistan, including Hassan Pasha, Ahmed Pasha, Daud Pasha, Ali Reza Pasha and Najib Pasha. Rather, this fact is supported by the era of reforms, the era of the establishment of states, the era of Midhat Pasha, the leader of the Turks and the former governor of Baghdad in 1286. 1974.